The Niger River snakes through the heart of West Africa. For centuries, it has been a source of life and a route for trade. On its banks rose the Songhai Empire, one of the largest and most powerful states in African history. At the heart of the empire's military might was the Songhai Cavalry Corps. These were fearsome warriors who rode into battle on horseback, their swords and spears gleaming in the sun. Imagine the scene. The dust billows as thousands of horses thunder across the savannah. The ground trembles beneath their hooves. At their head ride the Songhai cavalrymen, resplendent in their armor. These were the elite warriors of the Songhai Empire, feared and respected throughout the land. The Songhai cavalry were more than just warriors. They were a symbol of the empire's power and reach. Their presence alone was often enough to cow enemies into submission. Their horsemen were instrumental in the empire's expansion and dominance. They secured trade routes and projected Songhai power across West Africa. The Songhai cavalry were a force to be reckoned with. Their legacy continues to inspire awe and wonder today. Like and subscribe to emgotvhistory Warfare for more stories. The Songhai Empire had existed for centuries, but it was under Sunni Ali Biar that it truly began to grow. Sunni Ali came to the throne in 1464. He was a brilliant military strategist who understood the importance of cavalry. He expanded the army and invested heavily in training and equipping his horsemen. Sunni Ali unleashed his new military machine on his neighbors. He conquered the trading cities of Timbuktu and Jenne. These cities sat at the heart of the lucrative trans-Saharan trade. They brought great wealth into the Songhai Empire. Sunni Ali's conquests laid the foundation for the Songhai Empire to become a major power in West Africa. Askia Muhammad I came to the throne in 1493. He continued Sunni Ali's policy of military expansion. He led the Songhai cavalry on a series of conquests. He subdued the Mossi people to the south and pushed the borders of the empire eastward. Askia Muhammad I also reformed the administration of the empire. This made it more efficient and ensured that his control would be long-lasting. The cavalry played a vital role in maintaining order within the vast empire. They patrolled trade routes, suppressed rebellions, and protected the Songhai people from external threats. The cavalry were a highly visible symbol of imperial authority. This helped to unify the diverse peoples of the empire under a single banner. The Songhai cavalry were drawn from the ranks of the empire's most skilled and courageous warriors. Young men aspired to join their ranks from an early age. They dreamed of glory and honor. Only the best were selected. They then underwent rigorous training. Horsemanship was central to their training. Recruits learned to ride their horses with incredible skill and precision. They could control their mounts with their knees alone. This left their hands free to wield their weapons. They trained extensively in swordsmanship, archery, and the use of the spear. The Songhai cavalry were masters of both mounted combat and fighting on foot. The Songhai cavalrymen were equipped with a variety of weapons. They carried swords, spears, and bows and arrows. They were also among the first armies in Africa to adopt the use of chainmail armor. This gave them a significant advantage in battle. Their horses were also outfitted with protective armor. This made them more resistant to enemy attacks. Gap 3 Conquests in the name of the empire. The Songhai Cavalry Corps were involved in numerous campaigns and battles throughout the empire's history. They were instrumental in the conquest of the Mossi kingdoms. The Mossi were a powerful people who lived to the south of the Songhai Empire. They frequently raided Songhai territory. Askia Muhammad I led a powerful army, including a large contingent of cavalry, against the Mossi. The Songhai cavalry were able to outmaneuver the Mossi infantry and inflict a crushing defeat. The Mossi were forced to submit to Songhai rule. The cavalry also played a key role in the conquest of the Fulani people. The Fulani were nomadic pastoralists who lived to the west of the Songhai Empire. They came into conflict with the Songhai over grazing rights and control of trade routes. The Songhai cavalry were able to defeat the Fulani in a series of engagements, culminating in the Battle of Karta in 1554. The Tuareg people, fierce desert nomads, also challenged the might of the Songhai. The Tuareg were skilled warriors and expert horsemen. They posed a constant threat to the Songhai's northern borders. The Songhai Cavalry fought numerous battles against the Tuareg. They were victorious in many. They ensured the security of the trans-Saharan trade routes that were vital to the Songhai economy. The fall of the cavalry. The Songhai Cavalry Corps remained a powerful force for over a century, but their dominance came to an end in the late 16th century. In 1591, the Sultan of Morocco, Ahmad al-Mansur, sent an army across the Sahara to conquer the Songhai Empire. The Moroccan army, though smaller, was armed with a new weapon that would change the face of warfare: muskets. The Songhai cavalry, accustomed to facing enemies armed with swords and spears, were ill-prepared for the devastating firepower of the Moroccans. At the Battle of Tondibi, the Moroccan musketeers cut down the Songhai cavalrymen in droves. The Songhai army was routed. The Songhai Empire, once the mightiest in West Africa, was shattered. The Moroccan invasion marked the end of the Songhai Cavalry Corps' dominance. It also signaled the beginning of the decline of traditional cavalry warfare in Africa. Gunpowder weapons would soon become the dominant force on the battlefield. However, the legacy of the Songhai Cavalry Corps lived on, inspiring future generations of West African warriors. Conclusion. The Songhai Cavalry Corps was a powerful and enduring symbol of the Songhai Empire's might. For over a century, these skilled horsemen played a pivotal role in the empire's expansion and dominance in West Africa. They secured trade routes, subjugated rivals, and instilled fear in their enemies. Their training, tactics, and weaponry made them a formidable force on the battlefield. Although the Songhai Cavalry Corps ultimately met their demise with the advent of gunpowder technology, their legacy lived on. They remained an integral part of West African military history. Their story is a testament to the power of cavalry in pre-modern warfare and the enduring allure of these mounted warriors. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to emgotvhistory Warfare for more stories.